What's up, everybody? How you doing? This is Love and Only Shirley. Her platform and everything. It is all hers. You see what I'm saying? And we are at the park. We are at the park as always. You see what I'm saying? There go the kids right there. See them right there? We got Rasheen and my Heavenly this time over there playing. All right. We are at the park and we're going to see if we can talk to Shirley. Love and Only Shirley. See what I'm saying? How you feeling? You know, I know you were a little bit sick last night, but how you feeling?
Feeling okay.
Okay.
Good morning. Good evening, you guys.
Yes, it is good evening. Yeah, let's catch them right quick. Look, y'all, there they go. All right. So I was just saying, that you had made like a little statement in one of your videos that we took today while we were at church, and you were saying that the journey is almost over. I mean, what does that mean?
It means that I feel like it's coming to an end. And what I mean about the end is that the trouble that I've been having and going through for a long time is about to end. I feel like it's about to end because, like I said, when me and the kids almost got hit by that truck on Thursday. Like I said, I heard a voice said, "My child, wait, it's almost over." And at that point when I heard that voice, I opened my eyes, and that's when my vehicle was on the other side of the street. True story. It happened on the left side of the street. When I opened my eyes, we was on the right side of the street safe. We were shaking up, nervous, of course, because we thought we was gone. But God placed that truck on the other side of the street. No cap, true story. Hey, I said how when I first seen it happen. But I know how, but you still gonna say how. But I know how because it couldn't have been nobody but God. Because the truck was too close to us. It was dark, it was raining hard, it was a storm. And there was a black truck, and the truck didn't have no lights on. Because I looked both ways, I didn't see anything. As soon as I pulled out the truck, it was just a second from me. It seemed like it rolled right. If you ask me from what I seen out my eyes, it seemed like the truck just went right through my vehicle and kept going. Because I was like, we started screaming. And then next thing I know, like, what? We was feeling ourselves. Me and the two kids, Isaiah and my Heavenly. True story. They can tell you the same story. Those are the same two kids in January when the car hit us head on. A guy was on meth. Both of our airbags exploded. That's why I have the arm problem and the chest problem. And those same two kids was in the car with me. And it threw them over the front seat. Those two kids came out a little bit banged up at that time. And those two kids also was with me again on this Thursday, which would be 16th, on the 16th. The same two kids, we came out alive again. God is telling me something. He's telling me the storm is almost over. When it's over, I'm going to run, jump, scream, and praise like I never have before. I've been through a long journey. You don't know because I don't show it. I keep a good face. Keep a good face. You will never know it. Nobody never knew it until I told them. Yesterday, took the kids to my grandbaby 2 years old birthday party. I was in pain. Did nobody know I was in pain at that party? And I kept it in, had fun. I got some videos I got to put it on where we did challenges and stuff. But soon as the party was over and I left out and everybody left, I let it out. I screamed like never before. I was driving. I tried to hang on and tried to hang on. I never felt pain like that before. It was worse than me having my 3 kids. The pain was worse. It was excruciating. Screaming, hollering, Sherry didn't know what to do. The kids didn't know. When the kids see me cry, they cry. I had to pull over. This is how bad it was. I pulled over in the middle of the intersection. And let me tell you something, how good God is. Wasn't nobody behind us. Wasn't nobody in front of us. Wasn't nobody on the side of us. I said intersection. Barely made the other side. Sherry got, she couldn't believe it. She got in there and she took over. She drove me home. I got home. I knew I was safe. And I just let the pain on out. Screamed, hollered, rolled on the couch floor. And all of a sudden she said, do you want me to, I was screaming so bad, everybody was scared. Nobody didn't know what to touch me, nothing. She asked me, do I want her to rub my body and stuff? I laid in her lap and she did it. I don't know what God put on her hands, but he put a miracle on her hands because when she got through rubbing, I was able to get up and talk. I was able to get up this morning and go to church. Now, once I got inside the church, the pain started again. I told her about it. But I never left. I stayed here through the whole thing. I made it through the service. I made it through the prayers. Came here to the park. And by my voice, you probably can tell that I'm still in a little pain. I am. But I'm here with the kids having fun. It's going to be over. When it's over, it's going to be the biggest party I ever had in my life. You know. My mama bringing me into the world was the biggest party that she could ever did, having a child like me. But I'm going to have a party even bigger. And what I meant by that, I'm going to praise God. I'm going to bring the Shirley that used to praise all the time around the house. And people would say, why are you doing that? Just because they didn't understand. They would be scared. They would back up and go in the kitchen to stand and hide from me. They would go in the living room and hide. It's really a true story. I don't tell lies. They didn't know what was going on. They didn't know nothing about praise. I told them, come and join me. They was running from me. They won't run this time because it's going to be a party where they're going to want to join. Want to join. These stories I'm telling y'all is true. And it's meant for me to tell you guys, to share my story with you guys, because there might be somebody else out there going through the same thing or something like it and scared to talk. I'm a quiet person. I used to be scared to talk. I used to be scared to talk until my teacher at my GED class, he was the one that got me to talk. Because in his class, he said, we're all here for the same reason. We didn't graduate. So ain't nobody better than nobody. He said, so we all gonna get a chance. We all gotta stand up in front of the class and talk. This is gonna break your fears. I never was a kid that stood up. Every time I knew the answer, I wouldn't raise my hand because I was scared to raise my hand thinking it was the wrong answer. Always was the right answer. So I realized I was cheating myself out of life. I was cheating myself out of education because I knew more than what I thought I knew. And I realized that, well, even I didn't graduate in school because, like I said, the fears. But I went to GED 3 times. Each time was tragic, but I kept going. First time, my husband passed right in my house. Next day, I got up, went to GED class because I wanted to get it. My teacher said, I just seen somebody in the newspaper that passed and said, Shirley, your last name is Duval. Was that you? Do you know that Duval? I said, that was me. That was my husband. They said, and you here? You here? You need to be at home, honey. You don't need to be here. Your husband just passed. We all grieve in different ways. I wanted that GED because he told me I was going to get it. Went back. I tried again. My life was always in threes. I realized I had 3 kids. I got more kids, but I birthed 3. And everything I do, I worked in threes, and I realized that too. The second time I went back, my daughter got sick, and they didn't know what was wrong with her. She was in the coma for 3 months straight. And when they cut her loose, they still didn't know. That was the time where they told me to unplug the plug on her. And I said, no, I'm waiting on God. I didn't do it. That was in 2004. It's 2024, and she's still here with me. I'll probably have to do another video to tell you about the 3rd episode. I'll be back.